need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum.
Hey, what's guys, we're this up 0 points on Madden 19.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
What? I didn't even mean to do that. Oh my.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Automatic first
Don't
down.
move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Carr.
Get on him!
He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35,
That's
right at the 34 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run. And
Oh, that was
Toward
complete.
the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on!
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Fumble.
And the Seahawks have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something.
Oh, wait, what did my guy just do? What was that?
On the 1st down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
My guy just
2 minutes
jumped.
remain in a scoreless
My guy
first
freaking
half.
jumped.
Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Could have ran.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game.
Oh my God.
But not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Bruh.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So
No, that was what was
couldn't turn it
that?
into much more.
Oh
They
my.
try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He almost had it. The big D lineman
Okay, we gotta
nearly
get
had an
this.
interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. On third down, Wilson, and that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's
Oh,
playing this game or whatever we do.
Oh, yeah, we got field goal.
Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Janikowski bangs
Oh,
it
let's
through.
go.
And the Seahawks grab a 3-0
Let's go.
lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Marshawn Lynch heading back out into the huddle. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing now is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, let's go.
I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, second straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charlie?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third and 2. Now Wilson completes it to Dixon.
I always accidentally do that. It's so annoying.
So we've reached halftime here. Charleston's already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel.
Yeah, they get the
first
ball.
half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he's going to go up top, over the middle. This is caught inside the 15.
Oh,
that one will go
yeah,
down
that
as
was a good
33 yards on the third down conversion.
oh.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Shit.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down.
So
Everyone's
close
got
to
to be able to catch
yours.
the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a give to Lynch. And he's going to press
That
this
was
one
so
forward
close,
as they
like that.
stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and
tied.
inches. This would be a critical call.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
I just freaking keep on doing that. It's so annoying. I could have, like, ran way.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That's complete. Oh, no. Oh, come on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. There's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's Wilson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch him. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That was horrible. I don't even know what I just
did. From a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I like the run.
The completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh,
and
come on.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State. It's Rashad Penny. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, come on.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You can't pass it. You gotta run it.
You got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 2nd down, here's Penny.
3rd.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We're going to go for the pass.
Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, come on. We
He's
capped
unable to
it.
complete it there, and just not the game that you would
Field
expect
goal.
from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And Janikowski bangs it
Wow,
through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. He takes it across for the touchdown.
You have to be
taking
kidding
the
me.
lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You
got him or
kick team, don't you? And say
Oh,
the last thing we
God.
need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Tavecchio now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And now running right through it. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up.
Yeah, we
They still got
fucking
two timeouts.
lost,
Got to start
man.
using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. One last shot for Wilson. And Dixon has it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really...
Didn't finish it off. You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
Let's restart it.
The left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio in his second year as a Raider, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Tyler Lockett now with a return. He spins free. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be brought out by their Pro Bowl QB in his 7th year now in the Emerald City. It's Russell Wilson.
So knowing the style of offense that Seattle favored or has favored during Russell Wilson's
First
time
down.
there, raise your hand if you thought you'd see him lead the league in touchdown passes.
My hand's down right now.
That's what I thought. He only had 21 in 2016.
That was
So we didn't
just
see that part
complete
coming.
shit.
The Seahawks missed the playoffs for the first time in Russell Wilson's tenure last season, but expect that to change going forward.
Yeah, 34 touchdown passes last year on the heels of the 21 you mentioned the season before. They go play action now. Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. Stills, and now nothing but green ahead of him.
Oh, touchdown. Let's go, boys.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ed Dixon, 66 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good.
And we just got field goal.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Why won't just kick it off? We could try an onside.
Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick.
That was bad. Yeah, they're going to get it.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. First carry for Lynch, back against his old mates. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Carr.
Oh, shit, brother. You ain't got that play?
And he is in.
Oh, that's him. Yeah.
Raiders. Jordy Nelson, 40 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that
tied
ratchets
up
right?
already.
You give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett.
Oh,
Pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
come on.
And his throw is incomplete. He was going for the tight end.
That would have been so good.
And it's third and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, it's Carson, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec.
Oh.
Running right through it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Penny, a first down carry. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Shit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
You can't let this go.
No
This is
gain
so
on the
good.
play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic?
Yeah, let's go.
Nice tackle.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
All right, so this one.
And out now come the Seahawks. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. They find some open field here. Pushing his way through. He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the stop, it's Sharice Wright.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's a give to Penny. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That was so close.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion.
Alright, let's do a run.
We saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run curve as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field.
We don't have a...
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Touchdown, let's go. Another one.
Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
It's not a great revelation to say that it's going to take a lot to replace what Jimmy Graham gave this club from the tight end position, especially in the red zone. But that had to be an encouraging sight for Russell Wilson right there as he finds one of his replacements for the touchdown.
Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about.
Go
until
ahead,
you go
not
a couple
fast.
drives without getting a first down.
That
Then all of a
pass
sudden it looms
fitness,
big.
oh my
It
God.
gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend Jennifer. So not only celebrating an NFC North title, but now his proposal accepted by Jennifer, who will now be Mrs. Jennifer Leno Jr.? No Junior.
No Junior. By the way, smart move because she's not going to say no in front of 60,000 people.
Well, I've seen it happen before. Not pretty, but not in this case.
And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return.
I don't know what just happened,
and
but
possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass.
Oh,
Here
bad.
it feels like they're passing, hoping to
We
set up the
should
run
try to
and be more
run
effective
that.
later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins
not.
called to
Like,
see
that
if he'd
was
like to join him for the
horrible.
remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well,
It's
what did he
better
do?
work.
He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate.
Oh,
A
come
big
on.
victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Carr to throw on second.
I don't know what my camera was. Fumble.
Loose football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
So I have nowhere to
stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here on Chris. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing his car on third down.
Oh!
He's got a man wide open, complete.
Get wrecked.
All the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there. Carr to Nelson, 41 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw his Carr, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On third and long, it's Carr. Hauling it in, Nelson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Now Zaire Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with
I
pressure?
don't care.
They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spins past him.
Oh! Oh,
And he's
we
going
got,
to take this
we got
all the
really
way
far.
down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Here's Penny on the counter. Space to run past the 20. And he will score.
Let's go.
Seattle. Rashad Penny, 35 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You
That's
need
it.
that difference maker.
1
lugging the
point.
rock.
Another
Janikowski
1.
good with
Ooh,
the
let's
extra
go.
point. And the lead now up to 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, that's out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Wide open receiver complete.
Fumble.
Now the ball comes loose, and I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've
But
talked
it was a
about
fumble.
in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr.
Oh.
And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
1 point, I don't care. Okay, we gotta get another touchdown.
In certain positions, so many different usually comes through for them.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, man. You could have got way further than that.
25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is Carson.
Oh, I can't move, man.
We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Penny.
I don't even know where to go. Like, come on, man. Now they got the ball. Oh, it's 1st down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead
Another
and use
one?
the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A handoff to Penny. And now running right through it. Finding some room at midfield.
That's touchdown?
He's at the 30. 20,
Yeah, that's touchdown.
10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
That's in.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flag.
Holding offense.
Oh, awesome.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the
That's our ball.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Come on, it's so annoying. It's both like
by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
I was clicking the kneel. I didn't mean to. It kept on coming up first.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
That's not even in. Well,
won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good.
Yeah, I
snap,
didn't. I didn't know I was
Sometimes,
mean.
though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep and a little bit of a consolation prize.
Oh, they got it.
Into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on, or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.
Oh, my comments weren't working, guys. Sorry, that's my text-speech. Yeah, it doesn't even say I have comments right now.
Even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Alright, that was just a regular game. That wasn't like a... Maybe I'll play like a mode or something. Franchise mode, maybe. I might try the snow one. How do I do that?
Stand and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter
what should I do, Logan? Or whoever's watching my stream right now. What mode should I do?
Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance.
I'm gonna continue my franchise, I think.
Heavy, little, had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
Yeah, start our first game.
Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you that where you come from. All this peace with you. This done. You can never get rid of me.
Okay.
Both of our
Why do I have to? Like, I'm already ready. Alright, so we're only playing offense.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf, Florida, where he's from, right? on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy,
Okay.
he's been good. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
That's a really nice
All
play,
right,
able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard
Shit,
gain.
I did not mean
It's
to
a
do
loss
that.
of 2, now 3rd down.
I didn't mean to do that.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Come on, come on.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive... So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Well, these Seahawks heading out here on offense. Let's talk about last year. One to forget, Charles, in the Pacific Northwest. 7-9, a seat on the couch in January for these players, and that broke a streak of 5 straight seasons of double-digit victories and a playoff berth.
And I think they lost their identity a little bit along the way. On offense, they've always been a run-first team, establish a line of scrimmage, and bludgeon people. They didn't have that at all. Their offense ran through Russell Wilson, and he was magical, led the league in touchdown passes, but they are at their best when they're able to run the ball first and take control. On defense, age caught up with them. The Legion of Boom, no longer the same, and many of those guys will not be with the team in 2018. They will be starting over, but they have a smile on their face. I think this is a challenge that their head coach Pete Carroll relishes, and they look forward to being the underdog in the NFC West.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in
Oh, let's go.
stride.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown in a Seahawk uniform. And the
I want to. Crap, they got a touchdown? When did we get to play? Oh my god, they got another touchdown. Oh my god, they're wrecking us. I don't think I get to play. Like, what is this? Great, now they're like completely. We just got wrecked. I should have played that game. That was
we get to call together. So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back. So special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Upgrade the best one.
Stand and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where to waste that. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini's dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
on the dance floor.
Start training.
Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money
Am I Seahawks fan? Yeah, I am.
The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get.
All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
Insane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Name, it's insane.
Throw to the flat. Oh, well, okay, so I have to pass it, okay. The fuck? I'm pressing the right buttons and it's... Oh, okay. Huh? What are these passes? Like, what is this? Yeah, finally. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll retry that. Oh, that was bad. Alright. So hard to pass to that one. All right. Come on. Nice. No, that's fine. When you complete the pass. Yeet! Nice. That's not complete.
Man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
Oh, this is nice. What? Oh. Frick! That will prevent a touchdown. I'm preventing it, it's not working. Okay, let's yeah, let's quit this. I don't know what this.
These dirty vans, clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
All right. Player
Let's take a
game.
minute to see how you can improve your team.
Like I don't just want to do defense or just offense. I think I'll just, like, I don't want to 60 minutes. Holy crap, that's a long time.
I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win? And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And this will be incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson.
Bro, we barely got like anywhere.
Gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on first down.
Maybe if they didn't do a kick like... Okay, we gotta pass it. We're not gonna be able to.
It's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now Wilson on second down. Throws left side,
Come
complete to
on.
Brandon Marshall. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a complete. Let's go.
You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Oh, that was freaking horrible.
The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A first carry for the converted.
Already broke the alley. This is so
He
stupid.
will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
We just lost
It's
freaking
a loss of
yardage.
4.
I don't even know how we're
Third
gonna do
down.
this.
So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
Look how far we are. Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping
Come on,
him
if he
clean,
catches that,
meaning no one's getting
nice.
to him as a
Let's
blocker.
go.
He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here.
Come on.
Yeah, so
come on.
That fast start. We're actually seeing it
happen so close.
Right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? That one good for 33 and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's Wilson. This will be about the 5. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Okay, we're running.
It's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get it up the middle.
No! This is so annoying.
The line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2.
Oh,
and
third
they'll come
and
up looking to keep this drive moving.
Third.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Yeah, like this is so like now we gotta do field goal.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards.
Oh, well, whatever. Hopefully we'll get this in.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to...
And now look at this.
Fumble.
Big gain, but a fumble. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never
ceases
ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time.
Oh, wow.
Turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson throwing again. And Dixon over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They will run it. It's McKissick. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They'll run with McKissick. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
All right, let's
7
run.
yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's McKissick.
Nope, let's not run.
Play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go in?
All right, thank you guys for watching this stream, and I'll be streaming later. Peace.